When your ignition stops working, try to turn it over. Nothing happens. Well, we're going to be putting in a engine start button and just bypassing the ignition. And first things first, always disconnect your battery. You most likely want to disconnect the negative. That way if you ground it out, it doesn't do nothing. If you do what I did, be careful, because if you touch it to metal and ground it out, you can screw your car system up, but I'm pretty careful about it. It's just easier to get to. But definitely make sure you disconnect that, because if you accidentally touch the signal wire and the power wire on the starter will engage. And if your car's in gear, it will run you over and you will die. So here's the starter out of the car. This is your power, and this is your ignition signal wire. It allows the starter to engage. What you want to do is run a wire from here up through your engine. Make sure you don't get around the exhaust or anything hot. I brought mine up through here. Now there's going to be 2 bolts on your computer, 10 millimeters. Take those out, there's a grommet underneath it. Pull this out. And down in there is a rubber grommet you can feed your wire through. And then you pop this down, find your wires, you pull them through, run them over here, underneath there. You can also, if you're running a stereo system, run your power wire through there for your amp. Either down along here, or there's usually a cut in the carpet under the seat, but it might be kind of hard to get to, and up through back there. Which previous owner did not do that, because if you do this and it cuts through the wire, eventually it'll ground out and you can screw some shit up. You will also need to run a power wire, which I ran from here down through this thing and then through the same grommet. That's where you get your power source. You'll have a kick panel on here, which mine has been screwed in from the previous owner, so you broke the tabs. But be gentle, pop that off. You have your wires here. And the only place I can see to put it is on this panel. Somewhere around there. And that way, you'll turn your key and then you'll push your button and the car will start. And this button I bought from AutoZone, which was only, 15 bucks. You got 3 connections. One is just to light up this button. So you can run a wire from the number 3 on it, because it's numbered 1, 2, 3, into a power source that only turns on when your key is turned forward. So it turns off, it doesn't kill your battery. What you want is the power wire to the number 1. So zoom in from the number 1, and then your signal wire going to your starter, number 2. Then that one is for if you want to light it up, which I'm probably not going to do. And you're going to want to get some of these so you can secure it nicely. You don't want to just wrap the wire around there, because if they touch, it might screw something up. Just spend the extra $6. Get a pack of these. Do it right. I still got to do that one. Strip your wire. Crimp the end. Make sure it's secure. Doesn't come out and ground out on something. And you just need a pair of those wire cutters. They also got a crimping end on it down there. Now, I connected mine. I'm just going to show you that it works now. But you got to disconnect these. Drill a hole in that bottom kick panel. Put this through. There's a little nut on the back that you tighten down from the other side. And then you hook the wires up. Then it'll be set in place. But we're about to see if it works. Alright, I hooked the battery back up. Put the key in your ignition like you normally would. Turn it forward. You don't have to push it any farther than that. And then push a little button here. And there you go. And that's how you install a starter button. And then just like normal, turn the key off, it turns off. Now you don't want to get like a toggle switch. You want one that's intermittent, so while you hold it down it powers, when you let off it stops. And you can also get smaller ones so you don't have to drill such a big hole, but this is the nicest looking one at AutoZone, so it's the one I got. Well, there you go. Now your car starts. You don't have to worry about tearing apart your center console or trying to troubleshoot neutral safety switches. Just a wire from the starter on the signal side. The power wire hooked up over there. Both to the switch, through the grommet. Turn the key, push the button. There you go.